Yeah.
37 MPH, kicks and snares. Check it out. It's about to be the biggest thing trending on social media. What?
MP keep dancing. He only hang out with the kicks and the He only hang out with the kicks and the snares.
Maxstar.
Can you hear me now?
Towdee Mac, how are you? It's so good to see your face, bro.
So good to see you, bro. How many years has it been?
The last time we saw each other was when I was DJing for you at Mavtown Heights.
Yeah.
I think that was
when
like
it was still at Mary Fitzgerald.
Correct. 2014 or 2015, bro.
That was dope. That was a dope set.
You look amazing.
Thank you, man. You don't look too bad yourself, Teddy.
Thank you, bro. So I wanted to just do a catch up. I've got this show that I've been working on YouTube and Instagram. It's called Kicks and Snares. So it's when I tell the stories behind the music. My thing. So I'm starting with my catalog, and then eventually at some point, I'm reaching out to artists.
Hold up, you wanna tell me they voted for Catalina?
Yeah.
I saw. I saw you put 3 songs out, and I was like, I hope they vote for Catalina. But I just scrolled past. Dude, I was like, no.
Like, if they voted for it, let me make this episode epic, and speak to the gents and talk about the story behind the song. So I'm gonna tell my story. Can I tell my part?
Yeah, you can tell your part.
Cool. How the song happened was me and JJ had this tune called JR.
JJ is JR, by the way, if you guys don't know.
Oh yeah, JR. And then there's a part in the song which goes Catalina, Joe, Catalina. So we had just finished recording that song, and then I was like, dog, why did that thing go again? And then he's like, it goes Catalina. When he said that, I ran, bro. Went inside, started doing the beats, tugu, right? Bro, it was quick session, and then but this is like the mood was here. The mood was here. We finished the song as we thought, 2 verses, and then there's a part where it's like Towdee Ari. Yeah, right? So we go and party, we play the song, it's a vibe, and I'm like, nah, man, this song is not complete, bro. So so we wangled our way, and then this is where you come in.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm gonna have to rewind a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Because of the song JR.
Yeah.
37 MPH produced, and we met JR through a mutual friend, the lady that was managing him at the time.
Nkamo, yeah.
Yeah, and she was friends with Makoto and them, who was our PR agent at the time. So so she tells us about this kid JR from Pretoria or whatever. Cool. And then we hear his song JR, and at the end of the song, he does this little hook, Khatalin Nacho Khatalin, and that's just something he just did at the end of the song
as the song fades out. Like a whatever,
Yeah, you know, he didn't really care about that. So every time, the reason why he says it in the song, every time I see him, I say it, because every time I'd see him, I would sing that hook. Every time.
Yeah.
So actually, you know, there's no caps in that verse, because every time I'd see him, I'll just point at him and go, Khatalin, Nacho, Khatalin, you know?
Yeah.
And I think in the song, he was trying to say, yo, this guy, every time he sees me, he goes Khatalin, you know? That's why before I came in, it was the chorus there.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember quite well. Before I came in, it was the chorus there, because he was trying to say,
it was such a
he was linking onto the chorus, saying every time this dude sees me, he says this. So anyway, I was staying in Kempton Park with my brother at the time, 37 MPH staying in Kempton Park. Everybody was staying in Kempton Park at the time, so that's another thing that made it easy.
Yeah.
What made the song blow up, however, is Lee Kasum.
Okay.
And I'll let JR tell that part of the story.
So, okay, so you took it all the way to the beginning. So, how I met JR was, I was studying at TUT, and then one of my classmates was like, yo, you. She's like, yo, what do you do? I'm like, no, I'm a producer. And he's like, now you're lying, B. So anyways, like, I got these 2 cats that I want you to produce. So I'm like, cool, it's a group. It was him and Gaj, JR and Gaj.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so I meet these guys and I hear the vibe, and we're doing like workshop.
My 3 o'clock is here. Remember, I said I got an interview at 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so,
they're here.
Okay, so me and JR develop him. We record the track. Listen, man, you know, in the session when we did the song, you actually made the song bigger than it was. Like normally as a producer, you feel like you want to be in full control. But like, because I've known you for so long and you're such a dope person, when we did that session, there's so many things that you brought to the table that were not there before.
Yeah.
You know, like for instance, like kind of good life things. Busa day. Like little edits like that. That's I already had like the Busa day. But like there were little other nuances that you were like, not 30. Can you just go busa day? You know what I mean? So like for me, whenever I hear that song, I just have good memories because like the spirit of collaboration was in the building. Towdee man was like, you open your eyes. I mean, you open your spirit, and like I remember the edit. It was like, boom. You're like, yo, take that out at your verse. You wanted it this particular way, and it brought a taste that was not there before. So big up yourself, man. Like, I mean, you're always ill, bro, and it's good to see you after so long.
Bruh, it's so great to see you, bruh. I'm looking at you thinking, look at this guy. I haven't seen this guy since we rocked a stage at Mary Fitzgerald Square, boy. That was one of my best performances. Let me tell you something. Having 37 MPH play for you when you're performing, it's like you in studio because he does things behind you that you want to stop. You want to stop and say, "Oh, hold up." What is that? You know, and I'm pretty sure the crowd saw me turning around quite a couple of times during my performance because the dude just does things during the performance, bro. It makes it so much fun, and he adds to the creativity. I love it, and I love the fact that you're doing this, this particular, feature that you're doing because I've always had a problem with people not understanding the history of the product and where our music comes from, and sometimes even getting the lyrics wrong or getting the point of the song wrong. So I think what you're doing is very important because it's something that's really close to my heart. I need people to understand our music better because when we sitting in here making these songs, you kind of want people, when they hear the music, to come back to these moments with you. And this helps a lot in every regard.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so. It's been a thing that I've been working for a while. Thank you so much for that, man. I've been crafting it for more than a year now, like in the background, writing the format and figuring out how to do it. Thanks to this COVID that it happened, and it actually pushed me. I mean, I started shooting my first episodes in December already, but I was still holding back the release of everything. And as I was like, actually, let's just get this thing done. Towdee, before you go, please will you just drop your verse?
Catalina, Joe. Catalina. We talk it up, my baby. So talk Alina. Get down if you wanna suck Alina. Au khanaka wena kya khana lena. Ke bona wa mpatla so kya o patla lena. Lao lis pili kya o patla lena. Hawe latla sana na ke twe latla lena. Aska man, just sit back and let me do my thing. You know, ding tongue. You just made me, like, I just went back there and like, wow, this shit is dope.
Bro, listen,
you just made me a fan of myself in that moment, bro. Wow.
I'm a fan all over right now, bro.
Wow, bro. You just made me realize how much I love that song. In fact, I'm a look for it and bump it now. Nah, I need to bump that song now, man. I gotta go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good time, bro.
Oh, wait. Thanks for the call, bro. I appreciate it.
Blessings on you, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
37 MPH, kicks and snares. Check it out. It's about to be the biggest thing trending on social media. What?
Boom. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.